Stories for Kids in English. The Squirrel Story.
Once upon a time in a colorful meadow, there lived a group of friendly forest animals. Among them was a curious little squirrel named Simon. Simon loved exploring the forest and discovering new things. One day, while he was out on his daily adventure, he stumbled upon a patch of brightly colored mushrooms. The mushrooms were unlike any he had ever seen before. They were a vibrant shade of red with white spots all over them. Simon's eyes widened with excitement as he bent down to get a closer look. But just as he was about to take a bite, a wise old owl swooped down from a nearby tree. "Stop, young squirrel. Those mushrooms are poisonous," the owl hooted, causing Simon to jump back in surprise. "Poisonous?" Simon asked, his heart racing with fear. "Yes, those mushrooms are not safe to eat. They may look pretty, but they can make you very sick," the owl explained. Simon's heart sank as he realized how close he had come to danger. He thanked the owl for saving him and promised to be more careful in the future. The owl nodded in approval, then returned to her house in the tree. As Simon made his way back to his friends, he couldn't stop thinking about the poisonous mushrooms. He knew he had to warn the other animals about the danger lurking in the meadow. When he arrived, he gathered all the animals around him and told them about his encounter with the deadly mushrooms. The animals listened intently, their eyes wide with fear. They had never heard of such a thing before and were grateful to Simon for sharing his story. They decided to put a warning label that this mushroom is poisonous. Days turned into weeks, and the animals went about their daily lives, playing and frolicking in the meadow. But one day, a mischievous rabbit named Archie stumbled upon another patch of poisonous mushrooms. Ignoring Simon's warning, he decided to take a bite out of one of them. At first, Archie felt fine, but soon his stomach began to churn, and he fell to the ground in pain. The other animals rushed to his side, their hearts filled with worry. Simon knew they had to act fast to save Archie. Without hesitation, Simon ran to the wise old owl and asked for her help. The owl nodded solemnly, then went to the meadow with Simon. Together, they concocted an antidote using herbs and plants from the forest. Slowly but surely, Archie began to feel better as the antidote took effect. The animals breathed a sigh of relief as they watched their friend recover from the poisonous mushrooms. Archie thanked Simon for his quick thinking and promised never to ignore his warnings again. From that day on, the animals of the meadow learned to always be cautious of their surroundings and never to underestimate the dangers that may be lurking in the forest. And Simon, the curious little squirrel, became a hero in their eyes for saving Archie from the poisonous mushrooms.
The end.